What's up, everybody? Welcome back. All right. Man, I'm definitely looking forward to this stuff today. Got some Gran Turismo 7 coming up for you guys today. Definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun actually getting to try out a new track that they just added recently at the time I'm recording this anyway. So let me just say before we get going today, there are several things that I but several things that I, would like to discuss with you guys. Not necessarily discuss, but, tell you guys about, I guess. So if you're just here to watch the racing or whatever, which I totally understand, just go ahead and skip ahead into the part in the video where I actually start racing. So, yeah. Anyway, let me just first say it is so good to be back, man. It is good to be back. And some of you guys may be confused by me saying that. But if you guys watched the last Splatoon 3 Splatfest that I did, particularly the first video, you guys know that when I recorded that, I was sick. It happened about, I want to say, a month and a half ago or something like that. Now, maybe. Maybe I'm exaggerating that a little bit. Maybe it was only a month ago. I don't really remember exactly. But about a month ago, I got very sick. There was about like 2 days there where I was just I was feeling terrible. Still went into work, of course, which was not a very smart idea. I work at for those of you guys who don't know, I recently, about like 5 months ago now, I want to say, I got a job at a shipping facility. Basically what I do is I put packages into delivery trucks all day, and some of the packages are pretty fucking heavy. So doing that shit when you're extremely sick, not a fun time. Would not recommend that. Yeah, I definitely should have stayed home those days, but I'm kind of retarded, so. Yeah. Not the smartest thing I've ever done, but I must say, sadly, not the stupidest thing I've done either. Not even close. Oh, man. So yeah, for those couple of days, again, about a month ago, I was, very sick. A couple days later, though, I started getting over it for the most part and everything. But one problem remained after I was sick, and this is not the first time that something like this has happened to me, but I've had a chronic cough, ever since I've been sick, and it has not completely gone away. I wanted to wait until it at least got down to somewhat manageable levels for me to be able to record videos for you guys. So that cough that I have still has not gone away. And actually, my producer told me he wanted me to wait a couple more weeks before I started recording any content, but I'm getting really far behind in content production, at least by my standards. I mean, realistically, I'm still fine. Realistically, I'm probably won't run out of, content with commentary for you guys, because as you guys know, I like to do a mix of content with commentary and some content without commentary. That's just kind of how I like to do things, at least at the time. Probably once I move out on my own, pretty much everything that I record from then on out will be with commentary. It's just a little tricky right now with, my weird work schedule. Ever since I got this new job, I've had a lot less time to record videos for you guys, which kind of sucks. I can still do recording sessions when I get home from work, because I still have enough time between when I get home from work and when my dad gets home from work, because again, I only do videos with commentary when my dad is at work for various logistical reasons. So it's been a little tough trying to figure things out, but I feel like up until I got sick, I actually got into a really good rhythm of recording content for you guys, and I was not worried at all that I would ever run out of content with commentary. But when I got sick and I wasn't able to record any content with commentary for, again, a good month now, started to worry me a little bit. So as for how that's going to change my plans moving forward, I was me and my producer were kind of going back and forth on this idea. But if you guys remember, at the beginning of 2023, I don't know if it'll still be 2023 by the time I get around to uploading this. I'm thinking it probably will be. It'll be much later in 2023, because at the time I'm recording this, it's like early March 2023 at the time I'm recording this. So I'm assuming it'll still be 2023 by the time I get around to uploading this on my channel. So me and my producer were going back and forth with this idea. And if you guys remember, at the beginning of 2023, for a while there, because again, I was unsure about like how recording schedules would pan out once I got this new job at the shipping facility. So for a while, towards the beginning of 2023, I produced videos specifically, exclusively without commentary for a while. So that way, because again, I pre-record all my videos several months in advance and then, stockpile the videos on a hard drive, which again is why I'm able to run such an efficient YouTube operation and why I never run out of content to produce for you guys, whether it's with commentary or without commentary. And I can personally guarantee you guys that I will never run out of content. There may come a time, again, where I am, have to produce content just without commentary. But I can guarantee you guys, holy shit, are those actual seals? Hang on, wait. I thought those were rocks. What the fuck? Dude, this is going to be such a fun fucking track. I am so looking forward to this. All right, sorry, my fucking ADHD. Anyway, shit, I forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, like I said, at the beginning of this year, 2023, I, uploaded a bunch of videos without commentary. And honestly, those videos did a lot better than I was expecting. Like, I was not expecting those videos to get even like a third of the amount of like engagement and views and shit that they did. But holy shit, you guys supported the fuck out of those videos. I mean, especially when I did like some of that Wii music shit. Like, you guys really were supportive of that, and I really appreciate that. I mean, those videos are kind of nostalgic to me in a lot of ways and special to me. I went back and remastered, some of my old Wii music videos. And I know they're just kind of silly, stupid, fun little videos that I produced. I think I actually, did a lot of the music for those back when I was in fucking middle school. And then a few of them I did while I was in college. And then a couple of them I did as brand new videos, recently. But, yeah, no, but even all my content that I did without commentary at the beginning of this year got insane amounts of support from you guys, which blew my fucking mind, honestly, completely fucking blew my mind. How many views and shit those videos got and whatnot. So, again, because I've been, unable to produce any content with commentary for the past month, which has set me back a little bit. I mean, again, it's not like I'm in a dire circumstance. Even if I kept the same recording schedule, I still probably would not run out of content with commentary to produce for you guys. But I was talking it over with my producer, and we determined it might be a good idea in the near future coming up to once again, for a fair period of time, I will probably be producing content just without commentary again for a while coming up here. So that way I have time to get some shit together behind the scenes here at Basement Cave Studios. So that way I can continue working on my playthrough projects and all that shit. Because again, with those playthrough projects, the two most recent ones that I finished up being, Dark Cloud and Judgment, those recording sessions, there's a lot more stuff that I have to do behind the scenes to, get those recording sessions together. And since my work schedule, I work every day except for Sunday and Tuesday, and my dad is home on Sundays, so I don't really have any time to record videos with commentary. So the only time, and as you guys know, typically, with playthrough projects, I always like to do commentary on those so that I can give my overall thoughts or explain, if there's gameplay, explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and stuff like that, basically. I like to explain my thought process because I feel like it helps you guys from a viewership standpoint. I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But I still, I like to chime in with smart-ass comments sometimes too, That's just kind of how I roll. But I've always liked to do that with storyline-based games typically. Although I may be experimenting with some different things coming up, definitely foreshadowing a little bit. But me and my producer were talking it over, and we determined that just from a logistical standpoint right now, it makes sense for a little while. If coming up in the, not too distant future, for a little while, I go back to producing just content without commentary. And again, this will be a temporary thing. It will not be forever. For those of you guys who, miss the sound of my just unbelievably sexy voice. I know, I just have such a great fucking voice. Definitely not all being sarcastic, but, hey, it's the voice God gave me. It's the voice I'll fucking use. So, fuck it, whatever. People don't like it, they can suck a fucking dick. But anyway, not really much I can do about my voice. It just kind of is what it is. But that's the plan for right now. I'm going to still be, for a little while here, producing content with commentary. But coming up in the not too distant future, there will be a short period of time. Not super short, probably, if I had to guess, maybe 2.5 months, I would say. Maybe that's just a guess. Could be less, could be more. But there will be a time period of about 2.5 months coming up where I will be going back to producing just content without commentary. But then after that, hopefully for good, it will be, I'll be back to doing a mix of content with commentary and content without commentary. So hopefully that will be the last time that I will have to do content solely without commentary. Because again, I feel like certain games don't necessarily need my commentary, but for me personally, it's more fun to do commentary, and to get my thoughts on certain things and whatnot. Even if I'm playing a simple, straightforward game, like Gran Turismo, for example. I still think it's a little bit more fun from my standpoint to be able to do commentary for you guys. I don't know. Maybe you guys enjoy my videos without commentary more than you enjoy my videos with commentary. Everyone's different. I get that. I'm not, wouldn't be offended by that, if people prefer the videos without my commentary. I understand, honestly, my voice is kind of annoying sometimes. I don't think I have a very good sounding voice, but that's just me. Seriously, I love those. What are those, fucking seals or walruses or some shit? Fucking awesome. Seriously, I'm going to love this fucking track so much. It's going to be so great. But anyway, yeah, that's the basic plan for right now, is that I'm going to be, I'm still for a little while here going to be recording content with commentary, but coming up in the not too distant future, I will be, again, for a short, hopefully not a too long of a period of time, but for a little while coming up, I will be producing content solely without commentary. And then hopefully after that, I won't ever have to worry about that again, because I'll have so much content saved up after that, I'll have so much content pre-recorded that I'll never have to worry about running out of content with commentary for you guys. Again, not that I even really have to worry about it now. I'm just kind of being overly cautious. But I figure, you know what? The videos that I did at the beginning of 2023, for that period of time when I recorded a bunch of shit without commentary, those videos got, again, way more engagement than I was expecting. So I figure, you know what? Fuck you. You guys must not hate my non-commentary videos too much, right? I mean, if they did so fucking well, at least by my channel standards anyway, which, to be fair, isn't saying much, but still, figure the videos, me and my producer, we talked it over, and we're like, the videos did really well, so fuck it, why not? If we have to produce shit without commentary for a while, I don't think it'll hurt that much, for those of you out there who like the videos where I do commentary, which I can't imagine why. I mean, I say some pretty dumb shit from time to time. But, you know what? I have fun with it. That's what we do here, It's what this shit's all about. Multi-step and, has always been about just fun and games. That's all there is to it. So that's the plan. As far as me personally right now, again, my producer honestly wanted me to wait a couple more weeks before I started doing videos with commentary because my cough still isn't great. I'm definitely still having issues with it. I can feel it even now in my throat. I can feel the urge to cough. I'm going to try to suppress that as best I can, but if I have to cough at all, I will try to do it away from the microphone, because I'm sure you guys don't really want to hear that, because it's not particularly attractive. But that being said, I'm going to try my best to suppress that. Still got some soda here. Unfortunately, I'm kind of running low on soda, but believe it or not, for the first time in like 10,000 fucking years, my dad actually did go to the store and buy soda. Imagine that. He's actually doing his job as my parent and buying me shit. Imagine that. Swear to God. If he didn't fucking pay all the bills and buy me food and drinks and shit, he would be completely fucking useless. Motherfucker. Nah, I'm just kidding. Somewhat. But anyway, that's basically the plan for right now. For the next couple of weeks, I'm still not going to work on any, start up any new playthrough projects yet. Because like I said, I just finished up the last 2 playthrough projects that I was working on, that being Judgment and Dark Cloud, both of which were fantastic playthroughs, by the way. If you guys haven't watched those videos, I'd recommend checking them out. Had a lot of fun doing both of those games. It was a lot of fun, but I do not plan to start any new playthrough projects until my throat is feeling 100% better. Like I said, when I play, games for you guys, when I do those, storyline-based games, I like to be in tip-top shape, and right now I'm just not. It doesn't matter as much, I feel like, for these, more casual pick-up-and-play games like racing games, fighting games, sports games, first-person shooters, whatever the hell, you name it. Ah, damn, sorry. Like I said, I'm trying my best to hold in my cough right now. Again, hopefully this cough goes away someday. But until this cough goes away completely or gets to a 100% manageable level, then I will get back to working on some storyline-based games for you guys. But until then, I am going to take a break from working on storyline-based games. My plan is throughout the next... Because I don't think I'm going to get back, I'm assuming that this chronic cough that I've had is still going to be, I'm still going to have it by next week. So for the next, week or so, or basically just until this chronic cough gets to a 100% manageable level, I will kind of just be doing test recording sessions, which is kind of what I'm doing today, just to test and see how well I can get through a recording session. From a health standpoint, to see if I can get through a recording session without having to cough too much or shit like that. Because, again, obviously it's not very attractive sounding, and I get that. But, I'm doing the best I can. I still want to get content, produced for you guys. I can't sit around here forever trying to fucking heal from this chronic cough. Even if my producer says otherwise, but you know what? Fuck him. I'm still the president and CEO of, fucking Multi-Step Productions, so what I say goes. And I get it, he's just looking out for my best interests and shit, but at a certain point, you got to get off your ass and just suck it the fuck up, And that's what I'm doing today. I've still got this chronic cough, but I'm going to try to power through it, try to get through a recording session, and get some motherfucking content done for you guys. And hopefully we'll have a lot of fun today, too. I have a feeling we are going to have a lot of fun today. I have a feeling this is going to be a real good fucking recording session. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But, yeah, honestly, so to put things in perspective, since I've had this, chronic cough, it's been, and again, it won't seem like it to you guys. To you guys, this won't really affect you much, but... Because, again, I pre-record all my videos several months in advance before I upload them, and then just stockpile them on a hard drive. So this won't really affect you guys, and it won't really seem like it to you guys. But to put things in perspective, the last time that I recorded was the Splatoon 3 Splatfest, and I recorded those videos, again, probably a month ago, or a month and a half ago, or something like that. So this is actually the first recording session with commentary, because I've actually been working on a lot of shit without commentary behind the scenes here, which you guys will see coming up. Some fun shit, for sure. Definitely some interesting shit coming up on this channel, beyond a doubt. Some rather interesting shit, but you guys will see that later. You guys will definitely see what I'm talking about later on. But yeah, no, this is the first time I'm actually, like, that's why I said, towards the beginning that, like, I'm glad to finally be back. I'm glad to be back. So, yeah, it's good. Really glad to be back. I'm still not feeling 100%, obviously, with this stupid-ass chronic cough that just won't go away because God hates me for some fucking reason. I can't imagine why. I mean, I'm such a likable guy. I can't imagine why God hates me so fucking much, but whatever. He wants to be a douchebag, let him be a douchebag. Although I gotta say, honestly, God could be a lot worse to me than he has been, so I guess I can't bitch too much. But, yeah, no, it's so fucking good to be back, you guys. Really is. Again, there's nothing I love more in the world than fucking sitting here in Basement Cave Studios making videos for you guys, playing video games. It's what I love to do, and that's why I fucking do it, man. It's what we do here on Multi-Stat. Alright, anyway, you guys came here to see me race some fucking cars, so I think I've pretty much said everything that I want to say today about my future plans and everything. So I think we're all caught up on that shit, so that's good. Anyway, so... Again, for those of you guys, like I said, I pre-record all my videos several months in advance before I actually upload them. So at the time that I'm recording this, they had a update recently to Gran Turismo 7. They added the new track, Grand Valley Highway, which obviously pays homage to the original Grand Valley Speedway from the original... Not the original shit. Actually, it might have been in the original. I don't know. But I know for a fact it was in Gran Turismo 3. Gran Turismo 3, I believe, is the... probably the Gran Turismo game I've spent the most amount of time playing, maybe? Maybe I've put more time into Gran Turismo Sport than 3 at this point. But Gran Turismo 3 was the Gran Turismo game that got me into Gran Turismo. In fact, it was one of the very first games that I ever played on this YouTube channel. In my first year of YouTubing, that being 2013, I played quite a lot of Gran Turismo 3, and it was awesome. Still a great game to this day. Maybe I'll play it again at some point in the not too distant future. Definitely not foreshadowing or anything. But anyway, so yeah, when I saw like the trailer for this track, my reaction was, holy shit, this looks incredible. Like the scenery and whatnot. So this track is, obviously in California. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shit I could say about California. But say what you will about California, it does have some of the most beautiful scenery in the world. I mean, there's no doubt there. I mean, it's a shame that the whole state is run by a bunch of fucking beta cuck bitch boy moron fuckers. But you can't deny, I mean, California has some absolutely gorgeous scenery, beyond a doubt. So having a track like this set in California is fucking awesome. Even just looking at these different shots of the track, I mean, look at that. That's just fucking spectacular. Look at that fucking view. Fucking incredible shit. So I have a feeling this is going to be a really fucking fun track to race on. And I'm really looking forward to trying out all the different layouts of, the new Grand Valley Highway. I wonder how much inspiration it's going to take from the original Grand Valley Speedway. I saw like the initial layout of the track and whatnot, and it looks a lot different from what I remember. It's been a while since I've played, GT3. But I think it's a lot different than the original Grand Valley Speedway, so I'm not sure that this is necessarily like a recreation of Grand Valley Speedway, but I guess there's only one way to find out, and that would be racing this track for the first time. Alright, so not only am I going to be trying out all the different variations of this track today, I will also be trying out, I believe, 10 new cars for you guys today. And by new cars, I just mean cars that, I have bought or unlocked for the first time in this game. So, yeah, should be a lot of fun. So, going to be trying out this car for the first time in this game, the Honda NSX GR3. Also, special thank you to the artist who did the paint scheme on this car. It's a Gran Turismo 25th anniversary paint scheme, paying homage to, 25 years of awesome racing in Gran Turismo. Fucking awesome game series. Fucking love it, man. Fucking love it. It's awesome shit. So, yeah, looking forward to racing this car for the first time in this game and this track for the first time. Man, look at the fucking scenery. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be a really fun track to race on, I have a feeling. I bet it's going to have a really unique feel to it, too. So, yeah, I love it. Look at those little buggers. Fucking funny shit, man. Well, like, seriously, what are those? Are those, like, seals or fucking walruses or some shit? I don't fucking know. I don't know enough about nature. There's also, like, birds and shit there. Man, the amount of detail they put into this shit's fucking insane. I love it. Fucking love everything about this game. The love and passion that they put into this game is something that is almost unparalleled in the gaming industry these days. And it's so refreshing and so nice to see. They release all these tracks for free, as free DLC. And that is just a class act move, in my opinion, by, Polyphony Digital. Releasing all these tracks, no extra cost. That is a class act move, And there is, certain things that I could say about the microtransactions in this game, to be fair. Kind of bullshit. But at least they release all the tracks as free DLC. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, again, thank you to Polyphony again for knocking it out of the park with another amazing addition to this game. Even without having raced it yet, I can already tell this is a fucking incredible track. Alright, guys, I'm excited to race this shit for the first time, so let's fucking do it. Let's get some music going here. I hate it when they close me out of that shit. Fucking annoying ass motherfuckers. Alright, either way, let's get some music going. Let's do this shit. Grand Valley Highway for the first time. Let's get this motherfucking show on the road. Also trying out this car for the first time, so we'll see how it goes. Again, guys, keep in mind this is my first time racing this track, so I don't really know what I'm doing. It actually does seem a little bit similar to the original in some ways, but it's definitely different. Definitely a lot different. Yeah, this is some cool scenery. Man, I am going to love doing races here. This is going to be a fun track to race on, for sure. Yeah, again, I'm going to probably not race as well as usual because, again, I don't know this track. So, again, my first time racing it. Seems a little bit similar to the original Grand Valley Speedway, but definitely different. It definitely has a different layout, I want to say. Maybe it's more similar than I think it is, but it definitely feels a lot different, which is all right by me. I mean, that's fine. I can tell once I get the hang of this, this is going to be a lot of fun. But again, usually I have to race a track quite a lot before I get the layout like totally memorized and shit. So again, don't expect me to do as well as I usually do on this track, because again, I'm not as familiar with this track. The only other track in this game that I'm not very familiar with like at all. Oh, you actually made a mistake there. That's kind of a little bit rare for the AIs to make a mistake like that. But anyway, oh, I love that fucking bridge. That's cool. But yeah, the only other track that I'm not as familiar... Ooh, I like this tunnel, too. It's cool shit. But yeah, the only other track I'm not as familiar with in this game is Road Atlanta, which I've raced a little bit in other racing games, most notably in Forza Motorsport 4, which is actually the only Forza game that I have. Just because I don't have a lot of like Xbox systems. The only Xbox system I actually have is the 360, which I do like quite a lot. I'm definitely not like one of those people who's like, you know, a Sony fanboy or anything. Which, don't get me wrong, I usually, you know, go with the Sony systems, but that's just because I grew up playing a you know, PlayStation 2, so it's what I'm used to, you know, which is the main reason why I stick with it. But yeah, I love what I'm seeing out of this shit so far. Very cool indeed. Again, it's gonna take me some time to get used to this track, and I'm gonna need to race it a lot more to get used to like how this shit rolls. Ah, fuck, I got an itch on my nose. That is the worst. Shit! Fuck, that's annoying. Son of a bitch. Fucking nose is all itchy. Fuck. Gotta go fast. Get this race done. Not that I'm not enjoying this, but holy shit. Yeah, no, this track is spectacular. Let me see if I can inch my nose real quick there. There we go. Keep it off the wall. Good. So to pull off the mid straightaway nose itch technique. Oh shit! Hopefully I can do it without running into the wall, though, motherfucker. Son of a bitch, goddammit. Alright, that actually worked a lot better than I was expecting. But yeah, again, guys, like I said, I'm not going to race as well as usual until I get more used to this track, which I am looking forward to. This track has some fucking brilliant scenery. I'm going to love doing races on this track, that's for damn sure. Fucking cool. I think this is the... Yeah, there we go. Do my classic spin finish. I wasn't quite sure where the start-finish line was there, but I guessed and got it right. But yeah, car handled well, did everything I wanted it to. So, yeah, good shit. But yeah, I definitely like what I'm seeing out of this track so far. Great shit. Yeah, I love that paint scheme. It's a fucking awesome paint scheme. Yeah, again, once I get more used to this track's layout and shit, then I'll probably do a little bit better. But yeah, this track definitely felt a lot different than the original Grand Valley Speedway. Again, I don't know if this track was meant to be like an exact reimagining of the original Grand Valley Speedway, or if this track was meant to be something entirely brand new. Either way, it's fucking awesome. I mean, completely awesome. But yeah, the layout itself definitely feels a lot different than the original Grand Valley Speedway. So I'm leaning more towards that this was meant to be something entirely new. Again, I'm not entirely sure if I'm correct on that or not, but that's how it felt to me anyway. Which again, definitely not a bad thing. I love this fucking track. I love what they did with this. Again, say what you will about California, and there's a lot to say about California these days, but still does have some of the most beautiful scenery in the world, and holy crap did they do a good job of capturing that beauty in this game. I mean, wow. Just fucking stunning fucking scenery. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, I cannot wait to do many, many, many more races on this track. Fucking incredible shit. Going through all the tunnels, you got bridges and shit. Get a great view of like the ocean, I think that is. Fucking just awesome shit. And again, as far as racing that car for the first time, it handled very well. Absolutely no complaints at all. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, and again, I definitely wasn't racing as well on this track as I normally do on like other tracks, but again, to be fair, it's my first time racing this track, you know. I'm surprised I did even as well as I did, honestly. I was expecting to do a lot worse than I did. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck my nose is so itchy all of a sudden. Fucking one of the most annoying things when you're gaming is to have like an itch somewhere. You can't scratch it because you're playing the game. It's so fucking irritating. But yeah, I am loving what I'm seeing of this track so far. The car was great, again, trying that car out for the first time, and the track is just fucking stunning. Absolutely stunning. Fucking cool shit, man. Fucking cool shit. All right, well, guys, that'll do it for that one. Stay tuned for the next race. Until then, peace out.